Hello, YouTube and Universe. Welcome to Scarstone Productions. I'm your host, Morro, and today we got more news on Beyblade X from the Tomy side of things. But before we begin, make sure you like, subscribe, and notifications so you don't miss another video like this. Because it may be a small clip for you guys, but it's a big help for me and the channel. Thank you. Without further ado, let's begin.
You could have phrased that better. You know that, right?
Yes, I know, Shade. I could have worded that a little bit better. But I'm just excited about these reveals, okay? Because they just look amazing. And whether it be Tomy or Hasbro, but everything has been going good for Beyblade X right now, with all these reveals. Now, we're taking a look at these, what I've been calling them, CX 2.0. Basically, the newest CX bays that Tomy state were changed the way we blade. And the first one we have is this one. Now, I've been seeing conflicting names on it, but some people say, oh, it's going to be Salamander, but some people also call it Drawn Strike. So I'll be using that interchangeably in this video, because we don't have the official name for it yet. But what to say about it, it just looks amazing. I love the details with the black, pink, and everything on it. And I like how, even though it's a CX bay, they actually have the metal protruding on the outside where it's just not all plastic. It's just it looks so good. And as I said in my previous Beyblade X video, I love the 5-bladed design that it has. I think it's perfect for an attack bay, and it just looks so cool. And Salamander / Drawn Strike, this just looks amazing. And if we get to a side view, it also looks good. And I like how the assist blade looks. It just lines up completely with how the blade is. Which is, very unique. I like it. It really looks really good. But for its ratchet, that's where this becomes more unique. It comes with a 150. And, oh, that's going to be good, my friends. Good, very good. Because 160 was already a pretty good part. I've seen it in a ton of combos for competitive and for just fun. Getting it in 50 will make it even more competitive to go alongside 450 as the lowest ratchets we have in the game, which is honestly perfect. And all in all, it looks really good, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. And then for its final part, the bid, this is a completely new one. It looks like a wall version of flat, which I wonder how that will work personally. I know that we've recently got wall ball with Cerberus Flame, and we also got wall, the one where, ooh, I'm blanking. There was another version of wall that was a defense type that came with Phoenix Flare, and now we got this. I'm really interested. And all in all, this seems to be a really interesting bay, and I cannot wait to see it in action. Of course, this will be used by one Korosu, because we already know what his avatar looks like, and it's very similar to this one. For our next two bays, though, these are completely out of nowhere, and I am excited for them because they look just amazing. For the next one, we have a new Night Bay. Oh, boy! Oh, this just feels and looks so good. The Night Bays cannot miss with designs. Well, at least in my opinion. They look like the perfect defense types. And this is perfect as well. Now, of course, I know some people are saying, oh, it just looks like Perseus Dark. Shut up! This looks good, and it looks like it can actually tank hits, unlike that stupid thing. And I honestly love it. But enough of me glazing. I like the design of it. I like the knight's shape. By that, I mean its avatar. And I like how the little feather is moving like electricity now. And, oh, it just looks so good. And I like the green plastic that they use for it to contrast the white lock chip. And then we have the lime green parts on top of the metal coating, which is a really unique design. And I like it. And it looks like it's going to be a tank, like a real good one. And so far, CX 2.0 looks like it has a ton of good hits. Now, when you move to the side, you can also see its assist blade, which kind of reminds me of how Leon Crest started looking out, basically being a tank of a bay. And I cannot wait to see how it goes. And as you can, if we take a look at the underside, this new ratchet of ours is very unique because it actually has 8 sides. That's right, the Night Bays bring us our first 8-sided ratchet. And yeah, I like how this looks. It's basically each point goes directly under the assist blade of the Night Bay, which works perfectly for it. And it looks like it's a little underneath, so it should be harder to burst. And hopefully, this is not a simple ratchet, because the last Night Bay had one, and it was okay for the most part, but not the greatest. But I honestly like it. It looks to be a 60, I think. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm not. But to me, it looks like 860. And I say that's the perfect way to get this 8-sided ratchet. And then for its bid, it's under needle, which, yeah, under needle works perfectly because that is one of the best defensive bits. I use it for a ton of my combos, like my Nightmail combo. I use it for a couple others, but yeah, it's the perfect defense type bit. And all in all, this seems to be a tanky bay. And finally, moving on to our last bay, we have a new one being an homage to Ragnarok from Beyblade Burst. And might I say, I love how this bay looks. It pays homage to the original Ragnarok, which is really cool. And I just love the 2-blade design that it has. It's just it looks so cool. You want to speak, boy? Okay, there. Anyway, sorry about him. He wanted to play with me right quick. But yeah, I like the little design of it, and I love how the chip looks with the Ragnarok's horns. It's just, and the way it's facing looks good too. And you can even see the logo behind it a little bit. I think that's the logo. And it has 2 points, which I think is supposed to look like the Begama school from the original Beyblade Burst. Beyblade Burst, not the original Beyblade. But you get what I mean either way. But yeah, I like the flames that go around the clear part of it, and it looks really nice. And when we get to the underside to look for the ratchet, it's using a simple ratchet being 455. And okay, it's an okay simple ratchet. I don't personally use them in most of my combos, but most people do use 455 for like when they're trying to go for a low combo. So that works perfectly, honestly. But the new bit, that's the interesting part, because I have no clue what's going on with it. It looks like it has like more points on it for when it hits the stadium, and I think it has 20 because some guy counted all of them. And so props to them. But it reminds me a ton of the Hyper Spear stuff that they did for Beyblade Burst Rise for the drivers. And yeah, it looks pretty good. I just wonder how it's gonna work in hand. That's my real question. And all in all, I really love how this thing looks. And all in all, these 3 bays are the future of CX, and I love them. And it seems that the blade is split into 3 parts now. So that's going to be interesting to see. Now, we also have a couple of leaked names from Takara Tomy. Now, these are leaked, so we don't know if they're 100%. But so far, they look to be accurate. Now, for the names, we have Bahamut Blitz, Night Fortress, and Ragna Rage. And all these fit these bays perfectly. And all in all, I really like them. Now, tell me in the comments, how do you guys feel about these bays? Do you like them? Or are you just okay with them? And with that, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you all enjoy. And make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the hype button while you're at it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if that's everything, that's a wrap. Fade to black.